As of now, we have learned what is indefinite article and what is definite article. So now I came up with a small short story of 2 lines to understand how the articles a and the is used. Okay, so here we have one small short story. So here you can see here article a is used, the, and, the a. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. At 6 places articles are used. So now we will discuss. You can see here a king, here used the king, an old man, the old man. So what was the difference? Okay, so now in this is one short story for you. Now let me explain you how here a king, how here the king, and the old man and an old man, how these were differed. Okay, so here a king, we don't know who is that king. He was introduced in the first sentence. The king was introduced. Okay, now here the forest, because the forest means everyone knows for the forest, right? So and he met an old man, old man also we don't know who is that old man, just it was introduced. So now after completion of this sentence we got to know that okay, he is the king, oh he is an old man. Okay, now they know each other from the short story. Now we too got to know that there was a king and there was old man. In the first sentence it was introduced, so that is the reason here we used, which we don't know which type of king, so we used a. Here also an old man, and here also we don't know who is that old man. And one more thing here, normally if we don't know which old man, we have to use a, but here we used an because here old man here gives the vowel sound, so that is the reason here we are taking the an. This completed, the first sentence has been completed. Okay, and make sure this is the whole complete story. Okay, now here the old man, here now come to this point, here we use thd. Why we use thd? Because in the first sentence we don't know the who is that old man, but when come to the second sentence we know the old man. That is the reason we came up with the. Now the old man gave the king, so here also it is used thd before the king. Here a king was introduced. After completion of the sentence we got to know okay, he is the king. Okay, that is the reason we used the. Now we know the king name, who is that king and who is that old man, and a piece of advice. Okay, this is very important. Whenever you write any story or whenever you speak about any story, we have to understand how a are used here and how the is used. Okay, whenever we are introducing newly, then we have to use a. As per the article, here also we have to use a, but here it gives a vowel sound, so that is the reason we use and. Suppose if we have any other word that comes with consonant sound, then we have to use a here. But here the old man, already this old man got introduced, and after the completion of first sentence we got to know who is that old man, so that is the reason we used the here. The here are the same step for the king also. Here he was introduced and we got to know after the completion of the sentence who is the king, so that is the reason I used the king. Here a piece of wise piece of advice, he given the wise piece of advice. Here why? Because we used a, we don't know which type of advice he has given. That is the reason we have used a. So now we hope you have the clear understood why we have used a king here, the king here, an old man here, the old man here. This is very important point when we are writing any story or